I want to show you something. I'm on Etsy right now and you can see some of the listings, okay? You can see this painting of a cat right here. This painting is most likely a print-on-demand product, which means this product is being printed when the product is being purchased by the customer. It doesn't exist yet until there's an actual purchase. It's a cool painting. It's very funny. But what is not funny is the fact that this painting is making $3,485 a month in sales. But this store has been established and it's been around for a long time, has a lot of reviews, listings, so it makes sense that this listing is getting a lot of sales. But let's take a look at this painting. This painting is designed by a different store. It's a brand new store, and this listing is less than a month old. And so far, this listing has generated 7 sales and $70 in revenue. And I can tell you that this is a product that was built with AI. And I know this because I've seen this same design on MidJourney website, which is one of the AIs that you can use to generate graphics. In this video, I'm gonna try to do something similar. I wanna build a print-on-demand product that I can list on Etsy that was generated by artificial intelligence. That way I don't have to do graphic design, I don't have to learn Photoshop, and I can outsource everything by using free platforms that will handle all the shipping, all the printing for me. And all I have to do, just make sure that my listing on Etsy will get sales. This method should require no capital, or maybe a small one, couple bucks for the subscription of certain software. But I think we can do this for free. So let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out what type of design is gonna sell and what type of product we want to sell. When it comes to print-on-demand products, we can sell t-shirts, canvas, mugs, even keychain or stickers. There's multiple directions that we can go with. But more importantly, I want to pick the design that I know it's gonna work. So I'm gonna try to find someone else doing print on demand on Etsy and see what they are selling to get an idea of what I can produce myself. This way we're gonna get the validation that this certain design is working, and we'll try to replicate our own version as well. Before we're gonna start the product research process, I did a little bit of brainstorming to kind of figure out what type of products, niches are good to sell or create designs about. So I sat down, I watched a couple of YouTube videos about print on demand, and a lot of times I hear that pets, it's a very good niche. People love their pets, and I think pets are easy to be generated by AI. It's something easy to replicate, because another very popular print on demand niche on Etsy is text. Funny slogans, jokes, stuff like that, print on the t-shirts. But for this type of stuff, maybe we should go with ChatGPT. But we are trying to create something graphic. So I figured the thing I want to focus on and research are pets, specifically cats, on paintings, art, portraits, canvas, posters. These are the stuff I want to research on and try to find someone that's doing it successfully to see what they are doing, what type of designs they are using that I can get inspired of. And by the way, I'm using this free extension called Everbreed. It's an Etsy extension, which will show you how many sales a particular listing is getting, or maybe a keyword or something like that. It's a very useful tool. It's free. I highly recommend you download it. I'm gonna have a link for it down below under this video as well, so you can use it too. And I was able to find a couple of Etsy stores that are doing this successfully. For example, this store is full of these type of images. Very often they're like famous paintings like Van Gogh, which is, by the way, public domain, which means you can do whatever you want with this design. And they put this black cat on the famous pictures. Like right here, you can see this black cat being posted on the Van Gogh image. So it's like their own thing. I don't really want to copy this whole design itself, because it's pretty obvious if you're gonna put a black cat on the same images that this guy is doing it. But maybe I can do something similar. And if I use Everbee, I can see exactly which listings are the best sellers for this store. So the best selling picture for this particular store is this one, which is Monet image, which is probably a public domain as well, with this black cat on it as well. So maybe that's the direction I should go with, using these old paintings from like 1800 or something. They are public domain, which means I can edit them and do whatever I want with them and put my touch on it with a little bit of pet that looks funny. Here's a different store. They're doing something slightly different. So this person is selling an image that looks like it's being painted. It's again in this Van Gogh type of style, and it has a cat on it as well. And then I was able to find this store, which is a brand new store that again is doing very similar style. It's the Van Gogh image with a black cat on it. And the thing is, I've seen this picture before, and I know this is AI generated because I saw it in a MidJourney forum. So this person is doing exactly the same thing that I'm trying to do in this video. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to create a similar picture with a black cat with this Van Gogh type of style background and put it on a Canva or something. Okay, so we know we're gonna design. The next step is gonna be to use AI to create similar images for us. And let's start with the free AI called DALLE. DALLE is a software built by OpenAI, which is the same company that built ChatGPT, which I talk about in this video right here that you can watch. I wanna see if DALLE is capable of building something cool that, people might buy it. Okay, so I just signed up for DALLE, and right here is the prompt tab where you put in the instructions for the AI, what you're trying to generate. As you can see, there are some examples right here done by other people. I should say AI that was listening to other people's comments. So I already prepared a prompt, which is the instruction I'm gonna use for this AI, and I'm gonna put it in the description in this video as well. So if you wanna copy what I did here, feel free to use my prompt and modify it in whatever way you want it. So this is the prompt we're gonna use, and I'm gonna click generate, and let's see what type of images this AI is capable of doing. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. This is actually kind of bad. So maybe I need to modify the prompt to get the results I want. Okay, this looks better, but I don't think this can compete with what we have on Etsy already. The listings we were browsing on Etsy look very good compared to this. So let me try to play with this a little bit and see if I can come up with something that actually looks good. Okay, so I ran into some issue. I ran out all the free credits that I can use for this AI, which means I have to wait until February 5th in order to use DALLE again, or I can buy credits, but I think I'm gonna do something else instead. Okay, DALLE is cool, but it's not the best. Apparently there's a better player in this sphere called MidJourney. MidJourney is another AI that's capable of generating images for you. And apparently it makes way better images. Right now this program is in the beta. It's kind of weird to get in. You have to basically have a Discord account. You go to the Discord, you put the command that you want to subscribe to MidJourney. Then you're going to get the link from the Discord that will take you to the subscription program that you pick. I spend $10 a month to pick the most basic subscription. And once you do it, you go back to the Discord and then you start prompting. I know it sounds kind of complicated. If you want to know exactly how I did it, maybe I can make a separate video for it. But in this video, I want to focus on actual prompting and generating the images. So let me show you what MidJourney has produced for me. Okay, so I've just been playing with MidJourney a little bit, and I can tell you that this software is way better than the other one. I mean, take a look at some of the stuff that this software is capable of doing. Like, the quality is so good. Look at these paintings. They look like, it looks like a human painted this. They look so good. And the prompt I use are very simple. Like, I just tell the style, what I want on it, and basically some details such as high contrast and stuff like that. But it's really good. So I decided to use the same prompt I gave earlier to DALLE to see if MidJourney is gonna be able to do something better. And look, this is exactly the same prompt that I use on DALLE, and these are the results I got. I mean, these are already better than what we got on DALLE. Here's the comparison, the same prompt on DALLE, and this is what I got in MidJourney. Way better. So I decided to play a little bit and, try different variations. And as you can see, every time I give more specific details, I get better results. And the final results I decided to go with is this one. I really like this image, and I think this is something that we're gonna put on our Canva. Okay, the next step is to upload these designs to our print-on-demand platform that's gonna handle the printing and the shipping for us. So this is my print-on-demand platform called Printful. Printful is really cool. They can print almost anything you want. I mean, take a look at this. You can create iPhone cases, sandals, hats, t-shirts, cups, mugs, even blankets and candles. But more importantly, you can create home decor such as posters and canvas, which is something that we're trying to do here. We're trying to create a poster that Printful is going to print out for us and send it to our customer. That way, this is a very automatic process and we don't have to do much. Printful is free, however, they have some subscription programs, but I'm not going to use any of the subscriptions. More importantly, you can connect Printful to any marketplace you want. I mean, take a look at this. You can connect it to Shopify, Etsy, Webflow, TikTok. I didn't know you can connect it to TikTok, eBay, Amazon, whatever you wanted. They have a bunch of different marketplaces that you can connect to. So whenever there's an order coming up from that marketplace, like in our example, Etsy, Printful is going to receive that order and they can start working on it. They can start printing it out and then ship it to a customer later on. So I'm going to connect to Etsy and then we're going to create our first product. So I just connected my store And now we're gonna create our first product. I went to product templates and I'm gonna click on create your first product template with the image of the cat that we designed using AI. So I'm trying to create the poster. So I'm gonna go to Homeland Living, click on posters, and I'm gonna select this one. This is the one I want, enhanced matte paper poster. And right here, I can set up the design. So I want it to be vertical because our image is vertical. And here are different sizes of these posters. There's so many of them, but it's better to give a lot of options to your customers so they can decide which size they wanna go with. Maybe they have a small room and they just need a small poster, or maybe they have a big room and wanna cover the whole wall. So it's good to give them options and decide which size is good for them. But some of these sizes are too small, and I'm gonna delete the small ones because I want to focus on big images, because I believe margins are higher on these products since big images cost more. I'm gonna delete 8 by 10, 10 by 10, 12 by 12, 11 by 14. I'm gonna keep the rest, so 12, 16, 12, 18, etc. You get the idea. Okay, now we're gonna upload our design. So I'm gonna go to the design and click on choose file. And you will have to upload your design by clicking upload new file. I already have it uploaded to my Printful, so I'm gonna select the design I wanna use. And right here, I can see the preview of that design. It's very important that you adjust all your sizes separately. Right now, I'm doing the 12 by 16, but if you see, I'm gonna click on 12 by 18, my pictures might be slightly moved or in different positions. So you just wanna double check if every size makes sense and it's centered and it doesn't look ugly. What is important is this line right here. As you can see, this white outline, you wanna make sure that the main object is within that white line. This is their safety print line. Whenever they print it out in the machine, so if something goes wrong, they can use this area, kinda cut it off or something like that. That's why it's important to have the main image, the main object of the image, which in our case is the cat, to be within that line. So you have to play with it a little bit and see what works for you. I think this is fine. Cat is in it, and then the rest is kind of out there, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is the cat. And now you will have to do it for every size. So I'm gonna do really quick and then you're gonna see me once I'm done. Okay, so I'm done with adjusting the image into the poster. I actually deleted a few sizes because they were just not looking good. So I decided to delete some of the options because I wanna provide good service. I wanna make sure that it looks good, and some of them were just like not matching up. I think this is the hardest part of this process. You kind of match up the size of the image into the poster. The cool thing about Printful is that they can create free mockup. And what mockup is the image that you can use on Etsy. Like, take a look at this. You can post this on Etsy as a mockup. So it looks like someone is holding this image so people can kind of get an idea what this poster is gonna look like. But some of these mockups are not great. For example, I don't wanna have a human holding the picture. So what I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna use Canva, and Canva has mockup templates that I'm just gonna use instead. So when you're in Canva, just type in frame mockups and it's gonna give you some templates that you can use. Like, for example, here's one. This is something that we can actually use. Or here's another one. I actually like this one more, so I might go with this one instead. So this is the mockup, and all I really need to do is upload the image I wanna use right here, which is very simple to do. So here's our picture. I just uploaded to my Canva, and all I have to do now is just drag and drop it, and voila. I have my mockup ready. It doesn't look perfect, so let me adjust it a little bit. That way people can get a better idea what this picture actually looks like. Once your design is ready, what you have to do now is you have to add this to your store. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna hover the mouse over the product that I just created, and I'm gonna click on add to store. It's asking me to confirm the sizes I wanna add. Now it's giving me the mockups. These are actually way better than the ones show me in the design mode. So I might actually just end up using those. Like, this one looks actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna proceed with the details. And now we have to create our listing information. So this is where we're gonna put the title, description, and the tags that's gonna be used on Etsy. So to create the title and description for our product, I'm gonna use our friend ChatGPT to give me SEO optimized title for my product. Next, you have to set up the price. My suggestion is to see what your competition is pricing their products and try to price your poster competitively in the same price range. And once you do that, click on submit to store. Now, Printful is gonna send this product to your Etsy store and whatever other marketplaces you have it connected to Printful. And congratulations, you just listed your first print-on-demand product. It's really amazing what you can do with AI and the opportunities we have these days online. It only costed me $10 to create this whole business that I showed you in this video. In the next couple of days, I'm gonna spend more time on this because this AI stuff is really amazing. It's literally like printing money from the thin air. I really don't know how I feel about it. If you're not using these tools, you're kind of missing out. And there's more and more interest in AI and ChatGPT and MidJourney and all of that every day. So eventually we're gonna have a lot of people interested in this. And I don't know how this is gonna play out. I think if you wanna get the most of it, now is the time. If you wanna try this method, the Etsy method that I showed you in this video, I think this is the time to hop in right now because there's gonna be more people doing this and it's gonna be really interesting to see how this plays out. I remember the first day of Facebook dropshipping when it came out in 2020. I was one of the first people that jumped on this train and the first days were the best days. And speaking of Facebook dropshipping, eBay dropshipping, right now I'm running a promo where you can get both of these courses for one price. Just visit dropshippingyale.com to learn more. It's a limited time offer. But that'll be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time. Take care, my friends.